Hey, welcome to another segment of Ask a Realtor. Last week I received an email from Jason W. Out of Winter Haven, Florida. And in Jason's email, he asked me, he said he had a house for sale. He had a buyer that put in an offer that had a pre-approval letter. And about 3 weeks into the transaction, the deal fell apart. And he asked me, why did the deal fall apart if he was already pre-approved? Well, Jason, there's a number of reasons that can happen. When you receive a pre-approval letter, it's basically most of the time, that means that they have at least spoken with a lender and the lender has pulled their credit, and based on their credit score, they may be approved for the loan. However, once you get into the loan process, the underwriter will then begin verifying documents as the borrower turns those documents in. And there can be some issues that arise when those documents are turned in. It could be inaccurate information. They could be debts that weren't disclosed. There's a number of things that can come up. So you have to be real careful when you accept a pre-approval letter and base your real estate decision on that. My suggestion would be, and this is whether you're a home seller or whether you're an agent in the business, is to verify the information first off on that pre-approval letter. I would actually pick up the phone and speak to the lender. Now, they're not going to be able to give you specific information, but you can at least ask them what information has been turned in. Have they turned in any documents, or is this just based on a phone conversation? Another thing that you want to look at when you're reviewing that is the lender themselves. We had a circumstance last month where we accepted a pre-approval letter on a deal. The people looked good. They were putting 40% down. And this lender was out of Orlando, so I picked up the phone, gave her a call, and come to find out, the actual end lender was a hard money lender, which a hard money lender is usually a private individual or entity that loans money on mortgages that are difficult to fund, and they set their own rules and have their own guidelines as far as that. They're not federally regulated institutions, so you have to be careful. That pre-approval letter did not mention anything about that in it. Another thing you may want to ask, is the borrower a foreign investor? We had another deal about 2 or 3 months ago that was a nightmare because the borrower was a foreign investor. And what happens when you have a foreign investor that's going to purchase a piece of property in the United States? The Internal Revenue Service requires that they set up an LLC for that entity. The bigger problem is there's only one office in the United States that approves those LLCs for the IRS. So that really creates a delay in the closing process. So those are just a couple of quick tips to help you. Really take a look at your pre-approval letter before you make that ultimate decision, because it can save you a lot of time and a lot of aggravation down the road. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at askarealtor@sellstatecentric.com, or you can call the office anytime. We appreciate it. Hope this helps you out, and y'all have a great rest of the week. Thank you.